24. As bound with them. Once, being of a flute in need, the heavenly shepherd sought, until he found a bruised reed. It was as if he thought it precious, for aloud said he, "This broken reed will do for me." It heard the kind word wonderingly, being a thing of naught. And then that lover of sweet sound, no single note to lose, himself repaired the reed he found, well skilled such things to use. This done, a happy melody he whistled through it. "Now," said he, "this flute of mine shall stay by me." Thus he his flute did choose. He said, "I play my country airs, the which do some displease, but others, listening, find their cares to pass, and sweet heart's ease begin to blossom. And," said he unto his flute, "thou, dear, with me, wilt, making gentle minstrelsy, be comforter to these. Be comforter, O bruised reed, dost seem a thing apart from usual life of flowery mead? What if, by his great art, perceiving what thou knowest not, he saith even now, Yea, thou shalt be, O broken reed, a flute for me. O broken life, take heart." But to what end is pain? I do not clearly know, but I have noticed that when one who has not suffered draws near to one in pain, there is rarely much power to help. There is not the understanding that leaves the suffering thing comforted, though perhaps not a word was spoken, and I have wondered if it can be the same in the sphere of prayer. Does pain accepted and endured give some quality that would otherwise be lacking in prayer? Does it create that sympathy which can lay itself alongside the need, feeling it as though it were personal, so that it is possible to do just what the writer of Hebrews meant when he said, "Remember them that are in bonds, as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body." Most unforgettably, we are also in the body. Often I wonder how any doctor, knowing what doctors do know, can have the heart to shut the door of the cage when the bird is ready to fly out. But that is foolishness, and I suppose, after all, most birds want to stay in. However that may be, the fact remains that the patients in the hospitals for incurables in every land, and in all other hospitals and places where the suffering be, are very conscious of the body. Then here apparently is an opportunity. What if every stroke of pain, or hour of weariness, or loneliness, or any other trial of flesh or spirit, could carry us a pulse beat nearer some other life, some life for which the ministry of prayer is needed? Would it not be worthwhile to suffer? 10,000 times yes, and surely it must be so, for the further we are drawn into the fellowship of Calvary with our dear Lord, the tenderer are we toward others, the closer alongside do our spirits lie with them that are in bonds, as being ourselves also in the body. God never wastes his children's pain. A bruised reed shall he not break. The poorest shepherd boy on our South Indian hills is careful to choose, for the making of his flute, a reed that is straight and fine and quite unbruised. But our heavenly shepherd often takes the broken and the bruised, and of such he makes his flutes. But life, like his book, is full of parables of tenderness, and one of these has often come into this room of late. For he whose name means God's peace has brought his auto-harp to play to me, and has first tuned it while I expectantly waited for the music, which I knew would follow the tuning. Is music to come from our harp? Music of prayer, of praise, of consolation? The strings are relaxed, or perhaps too tensely stretched. Illness can cause either condition, but we have a tuner. Tune thou my harp. There is not, Lord, could never be, the skill in me. Tune thou my harp, that it may play thy melody, thy harmony. Tune thou my harp, O Spirit, breathe thy thought through me, as pleaseth thee.